Once, there was a young man who lived in a village. He was very intelligent and curious, but he also had a problem. He thought too much. He would constantly think about the past and the future and create scenarios in his head that never happened. He would worry about things that were beyond his control and imagine problems that did not exist. He would analyze every situation and every word and doubt his own decisions and actions. He was so absorbed in his thoughts that he could not enjoy his life. He could not focus on his work, his family, or his friends. He could not appreciate the beauty of nature, the joy of music, or the taste of food. He was always restless, anxious, and unhappy. One day, he heard that a wise monk was visiting his village. He decided to go and see him, hoping that he could help him with his problem. He approached the monk with respect and said, "Oh, venerable sir, please help me. I have a problem that I cannot solve. I think too much. I cannot stop my mind from wandering and worrying. I cannot find peace or happiness. What can I do to stop overthinking?" The monk looked at him with compassion and said, "My son, you have come to the right place. I can teach you a simple technique that will help you calm your mind and stop overthinking. But first, you have to do something for me." The young man was eager to learn and said, "Of course, sir. What do you want me to do?" The monk said, "I want you to bring me a glass of water from the well." The young man thought that this was an easy task and agreed to do it. He took a glass from the monk's hut and went to the well nearby. He filled the glass with water and started to walk back to the monk. But as he was walking, he noticed that the water in the glass was not clear. It was muddy and dirty. He thought, "This water is not good enough for the monk. He deserves clean and pure water. I should go back to the well and get another glass of water." So he went back to the well and poured out the water from the glass. He waited for a few minutes until the water in the well settled down and became clear again. Then he filled the glass with water and started to walk back to the monk. But as he was walking, he saw a beautiful flower on the side of the road. It was red and fragrant, and it caught his attention. He thought, "This flower is so lovely. It would make a nice gift for the monk. He would appreciate its beauty and fragrance. I should pick it up and give it to him along with the water." So he put down the glass of water on the ground and reached out for the flower. But as he did so, he accidentally stepped on a stone and lost his balance. He fell down on the ground and spilled the water from the glass. He got up quickly and looked at the glass of water. It was empty again. He felt frustrated and angry with himself. He thought, "How clumsy I am. I have wasted so much time and effort for nothing. Now I have to go back to the well again and get another glass of water." So he went back to the well again and poured out the remaining drops of water from the glass. He waited for another few minutes until the water in the well settled down and became clear again. Then he filled the glass with water and started to walk back to the monk. But as he was walking, he heard some music coming from a nearby house. It was a song that he liked very much, and it made him feel happy. He thought, "This song is so wonderful. It would make a nice background for my conversation with the monk. He would enjoy listening to it while drinking the water. I should go closer to the house and hear it better." So he put down the glass of water on a wall and walked towards the house where the music was coming from. He stood outside the house and listened to the song with delight. But as he was listening, he did not notice that a bird flew over his head and dropped some droppings on his clothes. He also did not notice that a cat jumped on the wall where he had left his glass of water and knocked it down. The glass fell on the ground and broke into pieces. He only realized what had happened when the song was over and he turned back to get his glass of water. He saw the broken glass, the spilled water, and the bird droppings on his clothes. He felt shocked and ashamed of himself. He thought, "How foolish I am. I have been distracted by so many things that I have forgotten my main purpose. Now I have no water, no glass, and no dignity. What will the monk think of me?" He ran back to the monk's hut, feeling sorry and embarrassed. He bowed down to the monk and said, "Oh, venerable sir, please forgive me. I have failed you. I could not bring you a glass of water. I was so busy thinking about other things that I lost the water, the glass, and my respect. I am a hopeless case. I cannot stop overthinking." The monk smiled and said, "My son, you have not failed me. You have succeeded in learning a valuable lesson. You have just experienced the consequences of overthinking. You have seen how overthinking makes you lose your focus, your awareness, and your happiness. You have seen how overthinking leads to mistakes, regrets, and suffering. The young man was confused and asked, "But sir, how can I stop overthinking? How can I calm my mind and find peace?" The monk said, "The answer is simple. Be mindful. Be mindful of what you are doing, what you are saying, and what you are thinking. Be mindful of the present moment, and do not let your mind wander to the past or the future. Be mindful of your breath, your body, and your senses. Be mindful of the reality, and do not let your imagination deceive you." The young man was curious and asked, "But sir, how can I be mindful? How can I practice mindfulness?" The monk said the best way to practice mindfulness is to meditate. Meditation is the art of paying attention to your mind and your experience. Meditation is the tool that will help you stop overthinking and free your mind from unnecessary worries. The young man was interested and asked, "But sir, how can I meditate? How can I learn meditation?" The monk said, "The best way to learn meditation is to follow my instructions. I will teach you a simple technique that will help you meditate and be mindful. But first, you have to do something for me." The young man was eager to learn and said, "Of course, sir. What do you want me to do?" The monk said, "I want you to bring me a glass of water from the well." This is the end of the story of how a Buddhist monk taught a young man how to stop overthinking. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something from it. If you did, please give this video a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more stories like this. Thank you for watching, and may you be happy and free from overthinking.